That's good for a gain of 5. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Hey, middle. Get on.
They just get the play off. Vacates quickly left side. Touchdown, Baltimore! It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete! And he gets in. The 2-point try puts him in front by 1. 8-7. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. We've got a close one here. Back to the bank in just a moment. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. The return starts at the 18. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31.
Ready?
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. He's on the move. Has a man. It's Brown. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
First down throw for Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. They go play fake with Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Forward.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
180.
Jackson throwing here. He'll get this to Henry. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They'll try with the wideout. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. All right, so this solid first half continues for Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens grow their lead to 8. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He lofts it deep left. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And he whiffs on the extra points. No good, so keep this a 2-point ball game. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half.
No, we changed it.
Lamar off to play fake. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So it's second down coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
It's not.
Here's Lamar. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 9.
Recovered by the receiving team.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Ready?
2nd and 6 coming up here. Staying with Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
The toss now to Robinson. He's got room to roam here. That Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on the play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, it's certainly more exciting for all of us to watch too. Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
On second down, Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready!
Third and long for him here. Rolling left, buying some time. That's caught for the first. And that's a Washington touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired, but that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Seibert now to add the extra point. Drifted near that upright, but he gets it to go. And the Commanders jump in front now by 5.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Returning it from the 4. And look at this return. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
We changed it.
Out of the gun, Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On, ready?
Offense to the line for second down.
13. Yo.
Play action, here's Jackson. Buying some time right. And he's out of bounds, down at the 5-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're gonna have 1st and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach.
Quick, ready?
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal.
Ready?
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he gets in. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. Wow, how about the timing on that call? They catch him off guard, and it's an easy score on that wide receiver run.
That's exactly right. They crossed up the defense there, busted some tendencies. What a great call, and what great vision as a ball carrier. You don't always see that from wide receivers. That is a job well done.
play from the Ravens as they line up for two.
Report! Right on.
They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Frankie Louvu.
Keeps the score. Ravens 21. Commanders 20. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Barely makes that landing zone, fielded at the 20. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. First and 10. Daniels back to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Liking, 18. Ready?
Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Ready, set.
Third and just 2 to go.
Cowboy 80. Let's go now. Ready.
Robinson on the inside give. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Stop for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
Ready. Half to 60. Half to 60. Hot 70. Hot 70. 70. Timberwolves.
They'll run it with Robinson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is an old-school battle you simply love to see. An offense that close to a first down, a defense that knows there's a run headed its way. It's a battle of wills. It's the offense that gets it done this time.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got first and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now they send their back in motion right. Rolling down to his left. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball. And they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Looking to throw. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Get it.
He's back to throw. He's gonna loft one deep to the left. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens clinging to a 1-point lead.
Ready.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Ready. Set up.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
don't connect on first, it's second down.
Ready? Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Sit up.
Wow, they're gonna pass it here. Buying some time left. And it looks great flying through the air, Bronk, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Get on, up. Hey, report. Get on.
Setting up to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. He'll look to throw it. He connects downfield on four. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Now a give left side. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Middle.
Back to throw it. The throw is caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Henry does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or